I dare you to work on yourself for 6 months. I dare you to shut out the world. I dare you to shut out all the distractions. I dare you to give up everything that is keeping you from your dream.
If you have a dream, don't just sit there. Get your ass up and make something happen. Sometimes you just have to move. Do something. Make a call. Reach out to someone. Google something. Learn something new.
Hi, Chris here. Have you seen episode 1 on mental strategies? Are you mentally prepared for the next step? In this episode, I'll give you my pointers that might help you make your plan on your Get Fit journey. You watched past the intro, so that's good. If I look tired, it's because I'm in my night shift week, but I really want to get this out to you people. I made a list of pointers here, and I hope you can pick some of them out to make it easier for you on your Get Fit journey. So let's start. We start with number 1, and that's the change, nutrition, or training. Start with what you want to start with. You don't have to start with nutrition and training at the same time. Number 2, don't do it all at once. I'm a specialist on that. When I decide something, I go all in, and I have so many times burned myself because I try to take too much in. I recommend make one change, 2 to 4 weeks, or when you feel that you're ready to take on a next challenge. Make that change a normal in your everyday life. If you take on too many things at the same time, it gets very overwhelming, and it's too much to learn and too much to adapt to, and that makes a stress. And if you get stressed, you get burned out and you quit. Number 3, relapses. We all have them. It's okay. It's normal. In the beginning, when you change, your old habits is very strong. I'm gonna highlight that one. Accept relapses. Too many times people quit because they break their diet or they haven't trained for a week or 2. Don't bother worry about it. Just get back on the wagon. Everybody has relapses. We just have to accept them, acknowledge that we messed up for a day or a week of non-training, and get back on the wagon and keep going. It's the journey that matters, not the one day or the 1 week. You don't have to quit just because you messed up a day. You have your whole week, your whole year, your whole life ahead of you. So just keep going. Everybody has relapses. Just keep going. And then we have number 4, seek knowledge. Try to educate yourself on the journey you are starting. If you start with the nutrition, go online, search the interweb for informational sites on healthy foods. If you start training, go on internet, search how to start training, YouTube. If you have friends that can help you, if they've been doing it, if they lost weight, if they know how to make food, healthy food, then pick their brain. What worked for them, maybe you can implement some of their stuff into your daily life and keep going. And number 5, make time for you. Time is the most critical word, and I hear it too often that time is the problem. And making time for you, it's not a directly egoistic thing to do, because actually you are investing time in other people as well. By making time for you, you are making time for your family, and you're making time for your work. By making time for you, nutrition and training, you get more healthy, you get more energy, and you are likely to do more stuff with your kids, go outside, play, you're more on the go. And at the workplace, you will get more productive. Your sick leaves may go down if you have some of them. And this is actually proven that exercising regularly drops the sick leave percentage by actually a good amount of percentage. So if you work out regularly, you might not get sick as easily. So there are positive things that comes out of it that affects the people around you. You're not necessarily egoistic or only thinking about yourself by taking care of yourself. You're also taking care of your family and your workplace. Number 6, get to know yourself. In all of this and many other points that you will meet upon on your journey, it's very important to get to know yourself. And by that, I mean what works and what doesn't work. What works? If the nutrition plan works, stay on it. If it doesn't work, do adjustments. If you try to do 5 healthy eating days, but it doesn't work, after 3 days you burn out in the beginning, then start with the 3 days. Just make the adjustment. Don't quit. And yeah, what doesn't work? I just said. What did work? 3 days is better than no days. Don't quit. Just make small adjustments. Even if it's only 1 day a week, and then next week put on 2 days, and next week after that put on 3 days. Slowly implement more regime on the healthy path. Number 7, injuries and lifestyle conditions or medical conditions. On this one, I recommend before you start anything, talk to your physician so you take away the stress or the anxiety of maybe thinking I'm doing something wrong, maybe I'm hurting myself. If you have a problem and the physician says it's okay, you can do that, then one point of stress is taken away. Number 8, staying consistent. Make a plan that you know that you can handle in the beginning. If it's 1 workout or 2 workouts a week, if it's eating clean 3 days or 5 days a week and enjoy in the weekend with the back in the mind, that's better than putting on too much and breaking up the consistency. This is, like I said, a new lifestyle. It's a new way of living. So it's better that you do small steps, make them a consistency in your life, and then you can put on more as time goes by and you feel comfortable doing it. Don't take on too much. Don't do all at once. And then we have number 9, environmental challenges. As I talked about before, we have time, family, work. That's in your environment. But we also have more negative challenges in the environment. And that can be people around you. It can be people who don't understand what you're doing. And they can have comments that actually put you down or undermines your effort. If you feel that way, call them out. Tell them what you are doing and that you don't appreciate them trying to undermine or actually pissing on your effort. It's very easy in this first phase because you're vulnerable for change. You're putting away an old habit and trying to implement a new. And if the people around you trying to hold you back, it's more easier for you to fall off and give up. So be strong in mind, do you, don't do them. And then we have number 10, train your mindset. In episode 1, we picked on mental strategies. I recommend you keep those mental strategies on this journey as you start on the nutrition and training. And also that you remind yourself, as I said in episode 1, why you are doing this. If you're doing it for the family, to keep up with the work, uh, healthier lifestyle in general, and also in the mindset, accept that you will have ups and downs on this journey, but it is all about getting back on it if you have a fallback or a relapse to your old life. It's okay, just get back on it. So train your mindset every day, even if you feel that this is going good, because suddenly you meet a challenge, and if you haven't prepared mentally, it's more easy to fall off again. So the training of your mindset is as important as the nutrition and training part, because the mindset is what keeps you going. The mindset is the part of your habit. So train your mindset every day. And then we have number 11, long-term self-project. You need to accept that this isn't done over a week. This isn't done over a month. I recommend that you mentally prepare yourself for a year. This is what I'm going to use the year on. I'm going to change this, I'm going to change this, and I'm going to change this. Set a plan and focus on that. And then we have number 12. Be aware of your changes. Very, very, very important. In the beginning, you are in a fragile mindset. Your old habits is still at 98%, and your new habits is only 2%. So it's important that you highlight the changes you make. Clap your shoulder if you made the nutrition plan that you made for yourself. If you completed the 3 workouts or 2 workouts you planned for the week, say to yourself, good work, I have made changes. So be aware of your changes. If you have a week that everything falls apart, or you have a relapse on the nutrition, you go lion on the burger, you eat 3 burgers in Burger King or McDonald's, accept it, acknowledge it, you had a relapse, but be aware of all the positive changes you made. Good work. 2 weeks ago, I was on the sofa. Now I'm training. And if you meet a challenge where you relapse, remind yourself of your changes. Don't stop and get back on it. So that was it, folks. Episode 2, the planning, the next step after mental strategies. I hope you found any of these pointers helpful for you in your planning on your healthier lifestyle. I have one more thing I want to say. Uh, excuse me. I recommend get a measuring tape. If fat loss is your choice or weight loss, don't use the weight as a measuring point. Use measuring tape, because the weight can fluctuate up and down. If you eat salty food, drink a lot of water, eat high carbs, the weight can go up the next day. And for the females, you have your weekly. The hormonal changes in your body makes you retain more water. And then it's good to have a measuring tape and actually be aware of your waistline. Because if the abs area or the stomach area is where you look, and you go on the weight and you see, oh, I'm 2 kilo more, use the measuring tape. Just a very, very good advice. And also, you can use a skin fold device. There is a lot of internet sites that shows you how to use this. You can buy them online, and it's a good way of tracking the actual fat loss, because you put it on your skin and it measures in millimeters. Over time, you can see how much you go down. Much, much better than using a scale. So you can have the scale, but don't make that the number one measuring point. Use a skin fold, device or measuring tape. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you found anything interesting or helpful for you, I would really appreciate if you push the subscribe button down below, push the like, and keep following me in my future episodes. I think next episode will be more about the planning of the workouts, recommendation of, let's say, if you start jogging, if you start weight training. I'll try to give my pointers on how many and what you should do and stuff like that. So thank you for your time and see you next time. And remember, adjust, adapt, and overcome.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you.